Hello friends, today we'll be discussing a very interesting and intriguing topic. We'll compare the geology of Karnataka with the geology of West Australia. West Australia is a prolific mineral producing region, one of the world's richest. Surprisingly, it's geologically very similar to South India, especially to Karnataka. Why are we not able to produce so many minerals in Karnataka? Today we'll examine this from the perspective of gold mineralization. West Australia and Karnataka have very similar geology, but such difference in gold mineralization. Why? The similarities probably have a root in the Rodinia time. Rodinia is Neoproterozoic period when India, East Antarctic and Australia were a part of a almost continuous land mass, hence the geological similarities. Now let's look at a geological map of Karnataka and West Australia from 1960. The geology hasn't changed much since 1960, but during 1960, Karnataka we had 5 tons of gold resources, known gold resources. We had Kolar Goldfields operating, we had Hatti Gold Mines Limited already explored, and if you see, we have very similar greenstone belts running across central and northern Karnataka as we have here in the West Australia. In 1960s, West Australia was also very similarly poised. 10 tons of gold, known gold resources, 2 or 3 small operating gold mines. But fast forward to 2020, and what happens? In Karnataka, the gold resources have grown to 316 tons and production to 2 tons. Whereas in West Australia, the resources have grown to 10,000 tons. That's 1,000 times increase. And production at 280 tons of gold every year. You see all these red dots represent gold resources. So many gold resources where there have been a bit of an improvement in Karnataka, but no new mines. We still have Hatti Gold Mines and Kolar Goldfield. Kolar Goldfield has been closed and Hatti Gold Mine is the only operating gold mine in India. The gold production in Australia has been around 200 to 300,000 tons every year, and in India it has grown from 2 tons up to 6 tons in 2000 and has been since been continuously declining. All this has probably happened because West Australia has been able to successfully attract huge investment in mineral exploration. The mineral exploration investment only in Western Australia has been of the tune of $100 million to $150 million every year. Every year. Another interesting data, half of this exploration investment goes for gold exploration only, and this is a global trend. Whereas in India, 70% is coal, the rest is mostly iron ore, limestone, bauxite and bulk mineral commodities. Also in India, almost all of this investment at this moment is government expenditure coming out of public money, coming out of the exchequer. Whereas in Australia, all of this investment is private investment. Why has Australia been able to attract such huge investment in mineral exploration? The investment in Australia's mining sector has been $40 to $50 billion consistently every year. $40 to $50 billion every year. And the foundation of this investment is laid in the exploration investment. It has also accompanied massive employment in rural Australia. 100,000 to 120,000 people have been continuously employed in the mining sector in the last 10 years. And in the mining, it is considered that the direct to indirect ratio of employment is 1:10. So essentially a million to 1.2 million people are employed in mining in Australia, in West Australia, only in West Australia. That's the knockdown effect, massive knockdown. Why has Western Australia been able to attract such massive investment? We decided to find out the reasons. We decided to pick the brains of investors who are looking to invest and how would they compare Karnataka to West Australia in terms of investing exploration money. As per an investor's checklist, they would compare the geological risk, social risk, access to capital, mine permitting, environmental permitting, jurisdictional risk and infrastructure as their decision making points. We decided to take a small poll of people who have had experience of West Australia as well as people who have had experience of Karnataka. Some very interesting trends came up. Let's call some of the people and see what they say.
Hello, Amit.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
I am doing a very quick survey about the risks that an investor would face comparing Karnataka and West Australia on a graduated scale.
Yeah.
So let's say if we say 1 as high risk and 5 as safe,
Yes.
how would you compare the geological risk in Karnataka and West Australia?
Scale
Let's
of
say
1 to 5, I rate it as 5. It's already 5. Western Australia is already 5.
is
We don't
already
have to
5.
write.
Okay.
Correct.
Now let's say we get to social risk.
Yeah.
So how do you rate Karnataka in social risk?
4.
Okay, correct. And how would you rate West Australia?
West Australia is 5.
So what I'm trying to say, mining state. India, Karnataka is a mining state. If you ask the same question to Jharkhand also, I would say mining state.
Good day, Dr. Amit Tripathi.
Hi Charles, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm busy like you are, trying to get things moving along.
We are doing a poll on comparing Karnataka and West Australia as investment destinations. So we have a decision-making matrix.
Yep.
I just wanted your opinion on how these two jurisdictions compare to each other on different risks. Are you okay to give this your opinion?
Yeah, I'm happy to give an opinion.
I just wanted your opinion on how these two jurisdictions compare to each other on different risks. Are you okay to give it?
Hi, Amit.
Hi Sandeep, how are you?
Good. How are you?
All well. Listen, Sandeep, you are the MD of the India's only public listed mineral exploration company. And you are one of the few people that know India and West Australia very well. Now, what we are doing is we are putting together a poll for investors looking to invest in West Australia or in Karnataka right now. What would be your decision-making metrics? So, do you agree to participate in this poll? In just 1 minute, a few questions.
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Now that we have the results of our poll, let's analyze that. On the geological risk, as we suspected in the beginning, Karnataka and West Australia have secured almost the same marks. Geologically very similar. Surprise of surprise. Infrastructure in Karnataka is much better than infrastructure in West Australia, which probably makes sense. West Australia is very sparsely populated. Something happens, some accident, some breakdown, you probably have to drive 1,000 kilometers to get to a place to get help. Also, to build a mine, all that infrastructure has to be built. In Karnataka, access to road, access to electricity, access to labor is much better. Social risk is comparable. Social risk in Australia and West Australia is probably, if you are on an aboriginal land, then the social and environmental issues crop up a lot more. Where we lose, access to capital in Karnataka is very poor. Mine permitting is next to impossible. Environmental permitting, very poor. Jurisdictional risk, bad. Anything that has to do with the government is extremely poor in Karnataka and extremely good in West Australia. So essentially, the geology is there, the social risks are manageable, infrastructure is there. Our government needs to facilitate this boom that is waiting to happen. And our government is also aware of these facts. The Prime Minister is showing the way. Let's see what he has to say.
सरकार जिस दिशा में बढ़ रही है उससे हमारा माइनिंग सेक्टर हो, एनर्जी सेक्टर हो या रिसर्च और टेक्नोलॉजी हो, हर क्षेत्र में इंडस्ट्री को भी अवसर मिलेंगे और यूथ के लिए भी नई अपॉर्चुनिटीज खुलेगी.
So the political leadership is showing the way. Now the government needs to move ahead and start implementing these decisions in letter and spirit. Our bureaucrats are the smartest people in the country. They are chosen from a pool of the smartest people in the country, and I am sure they'll find a perfect way to facilitate the mining boom in India. Thank you so much. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe the channel, and we keep bringing you such nice and thought-provoking videos. Thank you so much.